we're in a choppy range here after the euro had a retracement, and I'm doing some grid trading here, testing out a system. Last night, around 3 o'clock in the morning, market started to plunge into this area below this 100 pip, the 107. We dipped below considerably a couple times here. A big dip here, like 30 pips below. So on the 1 hour, which doesn't take too much time to see the entries, it really is pretty fast. You don't have to spend a lot of time on this style of trading. Just linear, just pure price. Of course, you can always do the momentum of like if a move is very quick, then it typically doesn't last very long. That's just kind of I guess a rule of thumb, if there's any rules of thumb in this game. Of course, the only rule of thumb in this game, typically wait for the market to get quiet if you're trading breakouts. And if you're in the trend thing, if the market's heated up and you don't want to wait, you're going to just have to jump down to the 5 minute or something. So earlier I put this hedge on here to test out the psychology of being long and short at the same time. So I'm nearly at break even. It was a pivot and I couldn't decide which way to go on it. So the idea here is that I just let it go. Not easy. If you're a slightest bit of a control freak, you're going to have a little issue there, or you're a perfectionist, or you're what have you. So last night, this plunge, you can see on the 4 hour a little bit better as far as it being a really great place to get in, regardless of when it gets there. Certainly last night, you had placed pending buy limits down in this top, the top from back here, which became a perfect bottom, but it ripped through there. It didn't stop there. That's why the alternate version of tops become bottoms is if you actually took the shadows or the wick endings as or the bar. Remember bar charts? Here's a nice perfect channel on time though. You have a 1, 2, 3, 4. There is no ambiguity here. There's no, well, wait a minute. No, because even if you had drawn strictly in a real perfectionist sense this trend line, you would say, okay, well, we broke out, pulled back, didn't really do the perfect comeback into it, but you have to look for the next pivot, and that would be here. Okay, this one did break out, pulled back. See, broke this perfect line, pulled back to here. Actually, pulled back here, had a slight bounce, but this is projecting lower. It paused here, but don't forget that it paused here, but then it ripped down one last time before it went up, because this is the 4 hour chart, right? So it's a little deceiving. And this is where from 4 hour to 1 hour is such a different world that a lot of people are in profits, and they would think, like say on the daily. Let's just say you're trading the dailies, right? Like this. So you're looking at a breakout, and the breakout would be here, right? You'd already be in. If you're trading a strict breakout entry, in this bar, right, you're already in. But you went long here with a stop here. You didn't get stopped out, but you had to take about an 80 pip ride. Now, personally, I'm not up for 80 pip rides that last 24 hours because I feel like I'm kind of, I guess because I got all day to look at the market, why would I trade the daily chart? I mean, it's certainly seductive in the sense that there's a lot of pips here. There's so many pips on the daily chart that it's a little mind-blowing, especially that's 100 pip. So there's 100 pips. Those little slivers left is 100 pips. So, you're up and down 400 pips. You're in a 200 pip range if you go to the weekly. All right, look at this. There's no, when you look at this, you're like, wow, should have been short there, huh? And look at that little hesitation at the, I guess that's the 50 pip handle, the little slots. But it's 100 pips between each one. So now what's the story? Well, the story is, from a monthly standpoint, the story is totally, this will be the first month. If we close up this month, this will be the first, bullish candle. And, just the first time, right? But in terms of extensions, this is a perfect Fibonacci. I won't say Fibonacci for the sake of the exact numbers, but just the balanced move of a big plunge, a hesitation at major support right here, then a complete plunge, a slight hesitation, and then one last capitulation. If this is a Fibonacci I think this would be from here to here is 3, from here to here is 5, and from here to here is, say, 8 to the top. That kind of Fibonacci. So here's just proportion. Let's just say proportion, because it's ridiculous to say, because what do you reference here, or do you reference that? But even at 50%, right? Now 50% is better than Fibonacci, because at least that's people like a half off sale. They're not crazy about. Of course, you could find there's a study where you could put any random lines up here. You could just throw lines up here without even thinking about it, and they're going to hit something, right? Of course, you want to be a little more precision here. But here's the top became a bottom in the monthly. It's marching up the stairway, and this is the monthly euro dollar. It breaks this trend line perfectly on close, closes up, failure swing up into that. This 1, 2, 3, 4 month valley becomes a 1 month peak, and then it's just off to the races. But I've seen this pattern before in a 1 minute chart, and I've seen this pattern before in the monthly chart. Of course, actually, this is probably the biggest sell-off I've ever seen in the euro, other than that one when probably, 10, 12 years ago. But that's pretty steep, and that's pretty perfect. It's in a perfect downtrend on the monthly. And then if you go to the, so I already got stopped out on one of these legs. I took profit. I took a loss on the sell, and I'm long the buy now. And then this is the barrier to break. Is this trend line kind of shallow? This is the market maker's paradise in here. All this up and down. This is 10 pips between each line. But I'm trading this from the standpoint of I don't care if it goes up or down. It doesn't matter. I have some automated sells that I'll just place here because I don't want to have to, babysit the market, basically. So I just don't. I'm just blanket selling into that. Just giant, I don't care, right? Just like if you didn't care here on this plunge, this is the 1 hour. Okay. I guess people are used to looking at this much data. But here's a perfect channel. And then if we just copy this into the future, we'll find the next, the cadence. The typical amount of momentum needed to push the currency. And if you come down here and reference this, roll over, this bottom becomes a top, then we go down this channel. Now we just copy and drag this over. You just double click, hold down the control key, drag this over to the next known channel. Okay. And this way you can at least plan into the future. Looking to sell when we take it up into this nosebleed area. And I don't care, I don't care if it makes it there or not. Because if it doesn't, then I still got money in my account. If it does, I just think it's the logical place to sell into it. Let's see how this guy's doing. Okay, so this guy's still long, and this is going to sell as soon as we break into new territory here. But this is just a scalp to take back to, here's to take profits from these guys. I didn't turn on the color for the take profit inside properties because I didn't want to obliterate the screen with a bunch of but here's your entry volume is your if you're doing this, you know, grid trading, because if you scrunch down, it looks kind of horrifyingly deep of orders. And of course, you can always check yourself on the monthly to see if the trade makes sense. Looks kind of scary, like you wouldn't want to be selling into this. Of course, you know, that's the monthly. But look how steep that projection is. I mean, I can see why people are talking about par, which is down here. Like, holy crap, right? This is par down. Well, it's right. It's right in there. This would be 25 cents. I mean, no, here. No, I'm sorry. This is $1. $1.25. So yeah, par's down. That's, I ain't gonna make it there, is it really? Here's par. So, yeah, it's pretty steep. I don't usually trade a monthly chart, but holy mackerel, right? Okay, here we go. I think we're coming up too fast, so I'm gonna back these guys up. Here's the entry, and those two black guys are the stop and the take profit. So let me just. Oh yeah. Yeah, I forgot my my bumper music here. Make more money with music. This is what Bill Williams does, man. He trades with music on. He said he makes tons of money. Uh-oh, they're coming after me. Oh, didn't like that. It's all right. It's good scalp. Just hang in there, man. Hang in. It's scary. No, it's scary to sell up into that.
Bring us back.